Here's the state of the dash pieces when I got the car. Pretty ratty, lots of mouse droppings, lots of chewed wires, and obviously needs to be replaced. So here we go. On putting some sort of a dash together for the switches and controls. This is not going to be a stock configuration, so I can start working on that today. Got a mock-up here. Basically what I'm going to be doing is got my headlamp switch, which I'm moving from the stock driving lights, washer pump. I'm going to putting in an actuator for controlling the heater water flow from the radiator. Switch to power the fan, and then I'll have a controller for the fan speed. And down at the bottom, got a couple of lights. Can have ignition light, battery light, warning light. Sorry, brake warning light, hazard light, and the hazard switches down at the bottom. So my assortment of switches, single pole, single throw switches for most of the functions. The hazard will need a single throw double pole. Momentary switch for the horn, that'll go somewhere else. This is the variable motor control that I'll be using for the fan speed. I'm going to wire that in so I don't need to use the resistor that normally controls the fan speed. So we got some maple for the various dash pieces. I'll be putting that on the front of the glove box, as well as this section here, and then some aluminum backing plate just to give that some strength, since these rocker switches will take a little bit of pressure. So I want it to be good and solid. So let's get on with building the dash. I'm going to call the instrument panel, I guess. Okay, I got the rough layout of the shape onto the aluminum. Just put it on with some contact cement for now, and I will cut it out, and then we'll work the final shape. Alright, time to continue on making the veneers for the front. I need one for the front of this glove box. I've already refelted it, so that's all nicely done. There's the original. It'll serve as a good template, and then I want some matching curly maple for both sides of the steering column shroud as well. So on with that. Got some curly maple here ready to go, so we'll just run that off and get it cut to size. Right, here's the 3 blanks cut. Now cutting the keyhole for the glove box is a little tricky because it's actually cut on an angle. the existing one. So I'm just setting up this angled block to hold the new one so that I can get it properly drilled out. See how that goes. So another thing that I'm doing here is I'm using what would have been the clock location in some later year Jensens to mount my air-fuel ratio gauge. So I just have to make a little plate there as well. But I need a flat surface and I need it bigger than if I just used the plastic. So this is going to sit on those supports. Here they are pre-stained. Front of the glove box. This will be for the air fuel gauge on the right side of the steering column. This panel is for the left side of the steering column. There will be the wiper control going in there, but not exactly sure which spot it'll be going in yet, so we'll have to wait.
Okay, skipping ahead a little bit now, we've got the instrument panel cut out and stained, and with all the holes for the various switches, lights, and controls. Also room for a USB charging port there at the bottom in the middle. Here it is stained and with some varathane on it, a few coats of that, so looks quite nice. And then in the car now, the completed pieces. There's the front of the glove box, the instrument panel with the various switches, lights, got the choke control in there with the heater controls. There's the air fuel ratio gauge to the right of the column, and then over on the other side to the left of the column is the other little piece of curly maple made for that side. Got the wiper control in there, and I'll be deleting the stock that has the wiper control, etc. on it off of the column. So yeah, it's all turned out very nice. Really happy with this, and now onward to more interior stuff and rear brakes.